Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? First of all, Ramzan Mubarak. May Allah bless you strength and health to cope with your responsibilities regarding this sacred month of Ramadan. Students, if you do remember, when lockdown started, we finished our syllabus, only 3 lectures were left, and we decided to use those lectures for revision. I assigned you a test plan and presentation for revision. Now that session is going to be resumed again, and I'm very thankful to City College Iqbal campus for this cooperation. I have selected today presentation skills or oral presentation for revision. This topic is equally important for both the groups, zoology and mathematics group, and I hope you will focus on it and you will listen carefully. What is a presentation? A presentation is a means of communication that can be adapted to various speaking situations, such as talking to a group, addressing a meeting, or briefing a team. What is presentation? It's just a type of a speech. You speak to other people, you tell them about your concepts, you try to motivate them, you try to inform them, you try to describe something to them, that is demonstration. These are the types of presentation. First one, informational speech. As I told you, you inform the people about some topic, about some event, about something. Motivational speech is another type of presentation. You motivate the people. Just remember Qasim Ali Shah. He is a motivational speaker. He motivates you. He tries to enhance your interest. Demonstration speech. Demonstration from the verb demonstrate. You demonstrate. Just you demonstrate your practical. You demonstrate some theory. You teach the audience something new. Extemporaneous speech. Extempore. The verb is extempore. Extempore means you come on the stage with some points you have already prepared, but you haven't prepared the whole presentation. You just speak at your own, keeping those points about the topic. The last one is impromptu. Impromptu without preparation. It is the presentation you just ask to come on the stage, to come in front of the audience and start speaking without pre-planning. You don't have any idea of the topic. You just behave in a very informal manner. Now the very important question is strategies for planning a presentation. And students, if you do remember, I gave this topic in your written assignment and many of you have attempted it very well. Now I am discussing it again. Strategies for planning a presentation. The first strategy is determining the purpose. Obviously, whatever you are going to speak, even whatever you are going to write, first of all you have to decide the purpose. For which purpose you want to plan a presentation, for which purpose you want to speak to the public, you want to speak to the audience. The next is analyze the audience. Analyze means you think about your audience, because your presentation is for your audience. You are speaking to them. Obviously, you must have in your mind what type of audience you are going to face. We must know the standard of audience. Some questions to consider before planning a presentation. You must question, who is your audience? What do they know about the subject? What do they know about the subject? Obviously, they must have some preliminary knowledge about your subject you are going to deliver to them. So you must know what is the standard of knowledge they possess. What do they want to know? Obviously, you should anticipate what is their requirement, what they want to you to address to them. How can you engage your audience? Very important thing. You have to engage your audience. Obviously, listening is a passive activity. In a professional way, when you prepare your presentation, you have to prepare activities so that you can engage your audience in your presentation. Those activities enable your audience to learn about your topic. The last one, what matters to them? Obviously, when you plan a presentation for your audience, you should consider their thoughts, their requirements, then you will be successful as a presenter. Gathering material. For gathering material, we can use different sources, primary and secondary sources. Students, primary sources and secondary sources, you are well aware. We have read these primary sources and secondary sources in literature review. And you know, primary source is a direct source, while secondary source is indirect source. Primary source is a document or record containing first-hand information, first-hand direct information or original data on a topic. Common example of primary sources include letters, diaries, speeches, newspaper, court cases, manuscripts, audio-visual recordings, and census figures, photographs and artwork, maps, original research studies, and interviews. All these things serve as a primary source, direct source for your presentation. Secondary source. Secondary source provides second-hand information, indirect information, and commentary from other researches. Common examples of secondary sources include book, biographies, essays, encyclopedias, literary criticisms, journal articles. All these things serves as a secondary source. Your primary and secondary source of knowledge help you to plan your presentation, and nowadays all of you are well aware that internet is the basic source, basic thing to collect all these informations. Now fourth one is strategy, organizing the content. Obviously when you have gathered the material, now it is the turn to organize the content. Organizing, we have read it many times when we were discussing essay writing, when we were discussing letter writing. We studied organization of ideas. Three main subheadings comes under that umbrella: the introduction, the main body, and conclusion. These three steps are involved in organization of the ideas, organization of the content. First, the introduction. After introducing yourself, announce the topic on which you are going to present your ideas. Explain, justify the topic. Just like in essay writing, you start with a thesis sentence, you introduce the idea. Here, while presenting in front of the public, you have to announce the topic, and you have to give the justification why have you selected this topic to get addressed in front of the audience. Established your credibility. Credibility means prove your worth in front of the audience. Show them you are worthy of delivering this lecture, this presentation. You have knowledge. You are here to convince them, to motivate them, to impart some information to them. Give the audience a preview statement. Preview statement is equivalent to the thesis statement in essay writing. Preview statement, give them a statement, give them the detail of your topic so that you can prepare your audience to listen to you. The main body. The main body, focus on main points. Now take up points one by one and explain them. Support each main point with facts, evidence, and reasons. Just like you give supportive sentence to your thesis sentence in essay writing, you must support your ideas, your main points with facts, evidence, figures, examples. Use a variety of styles and interactive exercises to help emphasize each main point. There should be variety in your style. Your intonation should be changed. Otherwise, your presentation will become monotonous. And at professional levels, we use interactive exercises. We involve our audience by giving them interactive exercises related to the topic so that they can remain active, because listening is quite a passive activity. If audience keep on listening for more than half an hour or an hour, they will become passive. They will lose their interest. To keep them active and vigilant, it is necessary that they should be given activities related to your topic. Now, organizing the content, the third step in organization of the content is the conclusion, a very important one, because introduction serves as a door to enter your presentation, and conclusion serves the exit point. The conclusion should summarize the main points, incorporate a call for action. Whatever you have delivered to your audience, motivate them and ask them to act upon it, make it a part of their life. Provide list of resources or references from where you have selected your material to be presented. Ask participants to fill out the evaluation form. In professional settings, whenever you present yourself, the public is given evaluation form. Evaluation means judgment form. They are given judgment form to evaluate your presentation, to write down the positive and negative points of your presentation, to point out what they have learned today and whatever is left from your explanation. Allow time for question and answers. After the presentation is over, the time is given for asking questions, and then end your presentation by saying thank you. Now, fifth step for strategies for planning a presentation is create visual aids. Visual aids includes charts, graphs, models, multimedia. They are very important element for making our presentation interesting, colorful and forceful. And obviously visual aids means these things, charts, graphs, photos, even models, and you can use them in your presentation. It will attract the audience and it will make your presentation worthy of interest, worthy of catching their interest. The last and very important point when you plan a presentation, you have to focus on this rehearsed presentation. After doing all the steps, we need to rehearse or practice our presentation, because students, practice makes a man perfect. It is your practice which builds your confidence. Your confidence is built if you rehearse your presentation twice, thrice, and you will be able to present before the audience in a very confident manner. Next related topic is the techniques to improve oral presentation. These are the techniques, strategies you can adopt to improve your oral presentation. Establish credibility. You must prove yourself. You must prove your worth in front of your audience that you are worthy of delivering lecture to them. Show care and concern. Show that you are a part of your audience. You are well aware of the problems and anything you are going to describe to them. You are well aware of that fact. Be current and be up to date. Your knowledge should be up to date. It should not be old and obsolete. You must be clear about your concepts. Whenever you speak in front of your audience, the main thing is you must be clear about your concepts. Make your appearance work for you. Your appearance matters. So whenever you come in the public for presentation, be in a formal dressing, follow formal dress code. Your gestures, your profile, all should be formal, because it makes an impression on your audience. Talk about fact and statistics to those who think analytically. Many people in the audience, they are concerned with the specific statistics and facts. So your presentation must be supported by these facts and statistics. Stand up for people to take you seriously. Leave an impression on the audience so that they can listen to you. They can consider you worthy of knowledge, worthy of delivering the presentation to them. Limit your objectives. Your objectives should be limited. Deliver your objectives in a very precise manner. Now the next, adjust your pace to increase comprehension. If you speak on with the same pace, obviously it won't make your audience take interest. They will become bored. If you speak on with the same pace, same intonation, your presentation will become monotonous. Don't ever read your key points. Don't recall your key points time and again. In the introductory session, if you have delivered your main points, there is no need to repeat it time and again. Set up a cooperative atmosphere. The lecture or the presentation should be delivered in a very cooperative manner. Involve your audience. It shouldn't be one-sided show. Involve your audience, ask them questions, develop their interest, break up their monotony. At the end, summarize your presentation so that you can give a final message to them. And with impact, don't just fade away. Fade away means vanish without leaving any impression on the public. It's a bad thing. So always end your presentation with an influence. Give something to your audience to ponder on it, to think about it, to implement it in future. Don't just fade away. Don't leave your place without imparting an influential message to them. Next important thing, significance, importance of presentation skills. The importance of good presentation skills is established on the basis of following points. The presentation have a lot of importance in your life. It brings confidence in you. It enables you to speak publicly. It grooms you to be a perfect professional, because the present era places great emphasis on good presentation skills. They help an individual in enhancing his own growth opportunities, increasing. In addition, it also grooms. Grooms means promote the personality of the presenter and elevates, highlights, increases his level of confidence. The main thing, presentation enables you to be confident. It develops, it grows your confidence. You become more confident when you present a topic in front, either as a student in front of your class, as a jobian in front of your officials, in front of your junior members. It gives you confidence to speak publicly. Student, next very important point for you people. Presentation skills are very important for students. Presentation skills help students to present in the class what they have learned. It is the way they can study and explain their assigned topic more confidently. As I've told you that presentation skills develop your confidence. When you present yourself in front of your class, it enhances your confidence, and this is very important thing. And students, many a times I did tell you that try to give presentation in front of your class, because your classroom is the best way to be perfect in presentation. You have this academy here in your classroom, and whenever you present yourself in front of your colleagues, your friends, obviously it makes you confident, it makes you independent speaker. Interaction with others is a routine job of business in today's world. Now, in your job life, presentation is quite important. Presentations plays an important role in convincing the clients and customers. Being a jobian, presentation is very important to convince your clients and customers, not only externally, internally. Management with good presentation skills is better able to communicate the mission and vision of the organization to the employees. This presentation skill is important for you not only outside the organization but inside the organization. And many a times I have briefed this fact to you that you must know how to present yourself publicly. The next thing is, in case of striking prominent deals and gaining clients, it is essential for the business professionals to understand the audience. Good presentation skills enable an individual to mold his message according to the traits, qualities of the audience. This increases the probability of successful transmission of message. This shows importance of presentation skill as a jobian, and you have realized it that it is quite important quality of an individual to be a good presenter, whether he is a student, whether he is a jobian, whether he is a professional. I have completed my topic, and now, as you know, every time when I finish my lecture, I never left my classroom without giving you a written assignment, because it helps you to capture the points and to have a grip on the topic discussed. So I am giving you two questions, one is long, another is short. Discuss in detail the strategies for planning a presentation. Long question for 12 marks. Give the significance of presentation skills. Short question for 3 marks. And students, I have checked your assignments in which you have sent in Google Classroom. Some students have sent composed assignments. Beta, I don't need your composed assignments, because in your paper, in university exam, you have to write it in your own handwriting. So please send me handwritten assignments. Don't composed form, and don't cut paste it from my presentation. Include your own points, search the material. I have told you the examples. You can search from primary source, you can search from secondary source. Regarding this topic, the presentation skill, oral presentation, you have internet, you have the whole world. You know, internet is the whole world in your hand. So use your laptops, mobiles, go to Google Scholar or HSC Digital Library, or wherever you want to search it, and send me these two questions in the form of written assignment till my next class. My next class will be inshallah on next Monday. So by Saturday, send me your assignment, and I will try to give you some feedback on those assignments, and I will appreciate your cooperation, your interest regarding the previous one, and I am very hopeful about this home written assignment. I hope you will send your assignments till Saturday. Thank you, students. Wish you all the best. Wish you a very, very happy Ramzan. Allah Hafiz.